Hey y'all, and welcome to Watch Cheryl Scrap for International Scrapbooking Day. Today is May 1st, 2021, and this is the Saturday session of Watch Cheryl Scrap Live. And last night during the session, someone asked me to scrap with Allison Pennington's iNSD Downer bundle.
I love it.
And in it, there is boredom, deja vu, everything is terrible. I think I'm missing one though. Hang on. I have to go look now.
The Blahs, and then there's the Cliff Notes Over It edition.
I got the Cliff Notes.
Everything is terrible, deja vu, the Blahs. I didn't hear you say the Blahs.
Okay, I don't know that I downloaded it. Let's see.
And then boredom. Oh, good, Marilyn, it's working again. Bethany's excited. I think she was the one who asked for the Downer bundle.
Okay. Case of the Blahs. Well, there it is, right there.
Oop, there it is.
Oop, there it is.
Apparently my head's stuck in music lately.
All right, proceed to check out. Oh, gotta log in.
Oh, Cheryl problems.
No, for some reason it wasn't in there. I thought I'd have gotten all the products, but I didn't. Okay, give me just a second because I gotta download.
No problem.
2, 3, and 1, 2.
We got grocery store picture that you should all see. Because Cheryl works on 2 screens, so she's doing the download stuff on the other side, so y'all don't steal her password. Let's be honest.
Let us be very honest here. Yeah. Okay, come on, finish up.
What is everyone eyeing to buy? Kayla wants to know. Kayla, do you need some enabling?
We can help you with that. Right?
Obviously, that's what we do best.
That is what we do. We are gifted.
Yes, definitely the Downer bundle. I need to get that. That's awesome. Jen, your cart is full. What's it full of? I mean, obviously products, but anything specific? Oh, goodness. I don't know if it's a good sign or a bad sign that I start off giggling when we just start.
It's a good sign. I think it's a good sign.
Oh, good. Yes, the Star Wars. I've already done 2 layouts with this Star Wars. It's awesome.
I'm trying to wait.
And the spring summer bundle. Ooh, Lynn Grieveson stamps. Desert from Kristen.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ooh,
yes.
Bethany bought a bunch of purchases for her Florida trip. When are you going to Florida? And so pretty. So pretty is pretty. So pretty is so pretty. You guys and your kit names crack me up. Have I told you that? Ooh, in June. What all are you doing? Sorry. I'm excited for people traveling again.
Okay, I think that's the same thing.
Cheryl's templates, yep. And just in case some of you weren't here last night, did you see that Cheryl's previous iNSD bundles are on sale? They're like this total steal for, what is it, $1.99?
Yep.
Yeah.
So if you haven't picked them up before,
yep.
Now's a good time.
$2. $2. It does sound cool when you say $2, doesn't it?
Yeah. And then well, $1.99. So that 1 cent, was a big difference.
Well, it's your daughter who's trying to make them out there for $2. So
Yeah, well, close enough. What else was I gonna say? Oh, the new templates for this year though have a lot of custom shadows and stuff in them. So they're really cool.
they're really cool too. And
I
they're
like,
only $9. So
yeah,
they're a steal too.
very, very.
It's all a steal.
Okay, so I decided to scrap some of these photos of yeah, that's very sad, right?
Yes, the grocery stores. Wow, yours has
Yeah,
more in it than mine did. Well, in some parts.
yeah. This was like empty.
Yeah, we had like no cleaning products.
And I
So
think
did ours too.
we still had some meat on this day. Let's see. I think,
It
well,
reminded me of when we used to have the big snowstorms, the nor'easters come through when I lived in Massachusetts.
right.
And so then it would be like nothing left on the store. There's no bread, no milk, no eggs.
Okay, so this
Your
is
daughter
like,
wants to see you do a double page.
oh, okay.
That might work better for you because you have a lot of pictures you want to use.
Yeah, let's
It
change
might
that.
highlight them better.
All right.
I agree with her is what I'm saying.
You're like, yes.
It totally felt like a winter storm shopping all the time. Yeah. The
Okay.
accordion to you templates. Those ones are so cute. Double pages intimidate me.
Okay, so that's canned food there. I think this is like the same picture. No, that's somewhere different.
Ours was out of spaghetti. Like all the pasta was gone.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's so weird. So how did the rest of you do double pages? So Cheryl just made her thing bigger. I noticed Renee said she does them as 2 singles. For those of you who do double pages,
Doo-doo.
2 complimentary, less scary. Doo-doo. Well, not everybody does double pages. I do. Marilyn avoids them with a passion.
Okay, he definitely
Templates?
got me some good angles here.
Yeah, like I like how they show the different angles and they show like the extent of how empty the shelves are.
Right? It's like,
I think
it's
going to a double
terrible.
was a good idea.
Yes, because then I can use all these. Okay, so I'm trying to group them here, right?
Yep.
So I still have to
Grudy does all in one. No, Grudy does 2 singles. Jen does all in one.
Okay.
The double singles. Templates. Oh.
Okay. That looks like cereal. This looks like cleaning supplies.
You didn't take that many photos of the empty store shelves, Jen, or just didn't take that many photos, period? You know what? That's exactly how I do a Megan. I typically do them as one large layout and then cut it into 2 halves when I'm done.
Yeah.
That way they're separate because it's easier for me to print them when they're separate like that.
We'll do the canned food maybe here.
Ooh, I never think to
Meat
combine them
ones
together at the end to
there.
see if they work together, if they're singles. That's a smart tip, Bethany. Put them together at the end.
Okay. Let's move these suckers over.
So Jen, I don't have a ton of photos of the empty stores. I have a few random ones that I've taken, but yeah, I'm one that usually takes a lot of photos. But for me, it was kind of almost like uncomfortable because I didn't want people to think I was weird, or at
Right.
least weirder than I already am.
You're like, I don't want people to know.
Yeah. It's like, I don't want people to realize this. Dad channeled his inner scrapbooker for these. I love that. Jay completely channeled his inner scrapbooker.
Oh yeah, he's all about helping me. It's like I took pictures of this and this because he was the one going to the grocery store because I
I like it.
wasn't supposed to be going anywhere
Yeah.
before COVID. You have
Yeah,
radiation.
I
They're
felt
like,
weird
you're
taking photos
supposed.
of empty shelves too, but I do have photos of like the pickup spots. Like our library did library pickup, so you pulled up and there was a sign
Right.
that said call this number. So I have a lot of those.
Um, we have, we still have pickup at the library. They haven't stopped.
Ours still has it,
Yeah.
but we can go in now. And for Munchkin, it's easier for him if we go in so he can actually look around at the books.
Right.
He does better with that than trying to look online and figure out what he might want to read. So we go in. It's quiet and nobody really comes back to the kids section yet. So it's even better because it's like me and him are the only ones there usually.
Okay.
Oh, I have floor stickers. The floor stickers made me laugh. Our
All
Aldi
right.
actually still has their floor stickers up, but none of the other stores do. Nobody obeys the stickers at Aldi, but they're there. Oh, yes. The photos that said coins are in short supply. Don't pay us with cash. Those
Right.
are still up at some of the businesses around town. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure they're not in short supply anymore. I think you just don't want to deal with cash.
They're like, I've got the goods on y'all. I know. Okay, I'm gonna move that all up here.
Yeah, I can't imagine fitting all those photos on one layout. You got
I
a
mean, I
lot
could have
today.
if I had made them really small,
Right.
but um, I'm just gonna leave that.
Totally
I
mini
don't
kit.
want them all kind of together. I think I'm just gonna have to bring it together with paper there in the center. I just don't like how it's disjointed right now. It's not, it's not giving me what I need.
Gotcha. Kayla's husband brought her lunch, hot dogs and Doritos. We're having bratwurst for dinner, but I assigned it to my husband to cook, so.
Okay.
Our library doesn't do fines, so they don't have to take cash. Is that weird? Does anybody else have that? Where your library doesn't do fines?
Ours doesn't.
Okay. I'm like, I've had it before where the kids part, like none of the kids in Vegas, none of the kids' books ever had a fine,
Yeah.
but the adult books did. But here, ours doesn't, they don't do fines. So they sell stuff. Sarah wants to know how they make money. So they have their book sale, so people will donate books and sell them, and then they
Right.
also do they'll do other little events where they'll bring in I can't even remember what it is, but they'll do little events where people will pay $1 or $2 or $5 or something to come to them. But a lot of the reason they don't do it is because they find by not having fees, people will return the books. And when they did have fees, people would be so either embarrassed or couldn't afford the fines or whatever, they just wouldn't return the books and wouldn't return. And so to try and keep people coming to the library and using the library and using those resources, they did away with the fines and it hasn't hurt them so far. So, but yeah, it is a great question. It's just a really interesting, it's just an interesting thought process of looking at the bigger picture than just the tiny one.
Yeah.
So.
Okay,
Bethany wanted to know if you rotate your paper horizontally so it matches up, and then you answered her question while she was writing it.
Yes.
See, our old libraries never canceled fines, but they would if you brought in like canned food for the canned food drives, then they would, like, you bring in so much food and then they'd take off so much off your fines. But so I'm thinking fines aren't necessarily something that raises them a ton of money at most libraries. Maybe some of them do, but, and then I know there's others. So one library I was at, I returned a book and I had a fight with them over returning it because they checked in like all the other books I returned that day, except for one. So I fought with them. So they'd taken it off my card. So then I moved back to the area. Yes, this was in Utah. When I moved back to the area and I went to the library, they had it listed and made me pay the replacement fee because they sent it to my credit report. I was so mad. So if they will charge you for replacing the book, Olivia. If you don't ever return the book or you've lost it for good or something, then you do have to pay to replace the book. But they don't make you pay like the late fines. Like, you know, if you're a couple days late, depending on where you're at, it's anywhere from like 5 cents a day to $0.25 a day. I was so mad, Sarah. And of course, at that point, it's been 3 years and there's nobody there. And how do you argue something that happened 3 years ago? It's like, we took care of this 3 years ago. Well, I'm not showing that and nobody's here. And it's just like, oh. So I ended up paying for it, but I was so mad. But, yeah, so the fines aren't really to replace the book, is what I was saying. They are just to encourage you to return them. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. I don't know, Sarah. It'd be interesting conversation to start up with your librarians. Why not get rid of your fees? Get rid of your fines. I like the paper bag background for the Christmas.
Yeah, I'm going to add in some other patterns. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see where this takes me.
We'll see. So do you want to know something super random that my library has that I have never seen at any other library? They have a seed share where people donate seeds from like that they've grown in their garden. And then they put them in these little envelopes. And then you can come in the spring and you can get them. You're not really, I mean, they have you quote, check them out, but you're not really checking them out. It's just like write down that you took them. And then you get to take them home. And then you get to plant them. And then if you have seeds, you can bring them back. But isn't that crazy? I'm like, I've never heard of a library doing a seed share. That's so cool. There is a slow scrap chat later this evening. It is not the slow motion scrap. It is a totally different scrap that will be in the chat room with me.
With me.
And no, it won't be 8 papers.
Already like shaking in their boots. What?
Yes, it will just be, it won't be in this chat room. It'll be in the regular TLP chat room. Y'all know where that is, right? So, but yeah, it's called a quick slow scrap because I will give you the directions really quickly because we have a half hour-ish and then you'll have until Tuesday, I believe it is, to finish it. So, ooh. Bethany's got her slow scrap, the slow motion scrap ready for the next font. So yes, but yes, that one will be chatty too, because they always are.
Chatty, chatty.
Chatty, chatty. And then after this, actually, a little after we finish here, there is a chat with Cynthia in the chat room. So you can just go chat and enable and chat. 4 clues in, I think, are we at 4 or are we at 5? You know?
I don't know.
I'm trying to remember. Where are we with that? 4. We are at 4. There'll be another one today at some point. But yes, there's 4 so far. 5 will go up today. 6 and 7 will go up tomorrow. That's counting correctly, right? 5, 6, yes, yes. Look, I can count to 7 today.
I can count, I can
Oh,
count.
goodness. And then the Pick Your Prize is still open right now. So if you haven't done that, go enable yourself. Or is it just me that gets enabled every time I go in there?
Oh, I was looking through the store and I was like, how come I've never bought this?
I do that all the time. Like, and I love that about SOSN, the something old, something new on Wednesdays, because I'm like, how did I never see this the first time around? It makes me so happy. So Jen, if you watch that thread, I mean, you'll get notified when people post their layouts too. But when I post there, I always post it as a new post at the bottom, as well as update the first post. That way, if somebody's watching it, they'll get notified that I wrote in there. For the Pick Your Prize, I want to say yes, she notifies before the sale is over. Is that correct? Do you remember, Cheryl?
I think they post pretty quick on that. I remember from previous years, but I don't know.
Yes. So I know they pick the product. You may not get the coupon to buy, like to get the product from the store before, but you would know that you won, if that helps. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like, because I'm pretty sure that's how it goes, is she gets out the list of the winners, but you don't always get the product before the weekend's over, but you know whether you want to go buy it or not.
Right. That's exactly right.
I was trying to remember how that worked. And that closes at 11 tonight Eastern time. So, yeah. Yep, you can buy the stuff you didn't win. I want to buy things I entered to win. I always want to buy things I enter to win. It does close tonight at 11 o'clock. I was trying to make sure I knew which time because I'm like, I don't think it's midnight. It's 11. Any other questions? Got good questions today.
Lots of good ones.
Mm-hmm.
These are good ones.
Renee says that's why she hasn't bought anything yet. She's waiting to see if she wins. That works. I did the same. Always wait to see.
If I had something I wanted to scrap with, I would go ahead and buy the thing I hadn't picked.
Yep.
But some people don't have that much stuff on their list.
Mm-hmm.
Other people, like me, have issues.
Is there something in particular you like, or you're just not in the shopping mode, Renee? She said she's struggling to find enough for the freebies, which just shocks me.
Right? I'm like, geez.
But I get it. I've had weeks or like weekends when I'm like, I'm just not in the mood, so nothing really excites me, even though, and then I go back 3 months later and I'm like, oh, I need all these products. Yep, pad price started today. There's lots of stuff going on to win some coupons and stuff right now. That's an easy one. I like that game. Bethany says she's got way too much stuff on her wish list, so she can definitely buy stuff that doesn't go on the Pick Your Prize.
Okay, I want to leave like this big area there for journaling.
Okay.
So I'm like, what do I want to put in?
What kind of styles, though, do you like? Hi, Angela. Because, like, styles are hard because, like, there's some fun glitter ones. There's that holographic one that Mommy-ish has. That one's newer. There's a cool marker one that Elif has. styles are just like kind of, because they're, the thing with styles, it's hard because it's like, well, what kind of a thing are you looking for? Are you looking for stitches? Are you looking for a stamp look? Are you looking for something to just make your stuff like pop? Like the Mommyish has that cool vellum edged foil. So if you're looking for something like that, it's, you know, that one's pretty cool. Oh, I just sent that to the wrong person. Somehow I hit the wrong button. Sorry, Brittany. Apparently I was on there at some point and accidentally hit Brittany's name.
Oh.
Whoops.
Oopsie.
Here's, oh good, she's like, that's funny. Here's the marker one. It gives that look like you've colored underneath with a marker, which I think is pretty cool. Trying to think, what are some other styles I've bought lately?
I need
bought
a little
paper texture one. I don't remember which one it was though.
Let's get in a little pattern here, shall we?
Add some more color to the background.
Yep. So let's do a, just kind of a square.
I think it was these chipboard. Nope, it wasn't the chipboard ones. Does anybody else ever buy the styles? I mean, if you don't use Photoshop or Adobe products, obviously you probably don't because they're kind of hard to use in other programs. This would make a really nice template. Hint, hint. Did you catch that there, Cheryl?
Mm-hmm. I did. I'm gonna try to.
I like it. That was very subtle there.
Okay. I think I need something.
Yes, she is using her shadow styles that she has in the store.
That are on sale.
That are on sale.
Everything's on sale. Yes, shadows dressed up, I think.
I can never remember what you called them, and then I always have she's finding them.
You're like, I can't find them.
Like, I can't find them. Where are they?
Okay.
Pretty sure I have them, but I'll make sure. Yep, that would be me. I'm always like, let me make sure that I actually have them. I do that a lot. Let me make sure I have them, and then I find out, oh, I don't have that, or I'm like, oh, I do have that, and then I find something else that I like.
Right.
What angle do you use as the default? Do you use the 45?
Yeah.
So she uses 45-degree angle. Ooh, Olivia uses a 120.
She likes to be different.
You know, for the longest time, I used a negative 45. Don't ask me why.
I think mine is a negative 45.
I thought yours was a positive 45.
It is a positive. Never mind.
Oh, Brittany uses a negative 45. Yes, 120 is quite popular. It is one that is there. Shell's Creations used to use a negative 43 or 45. 43. Huh. Kim uses 120. Yeah, that is really specific. That would drive me nuts. A 43-degree angle. So it looks like we're pretty split between 120s and 45s.
Interesting.
Very. Brittany likes the milk can element that you added because it gives it a general store grocery feel.
All the groceries.
All the groceries.
Okay, I'm just gonna pull this across and make it look like it's one big thing. Make sure I got it all. So it's kind of like tying those together.
Did I say milk wrong?
Milk? Milk?
Libby's like, milk? I'm like, maybe that's how I said it. I don't know.
Milk. Milk.
Kayla uses 45 or 120. You know what? I don't even look at what the designer might have used for their kit 90% of the time. I probably should pay attention to that a little often. If
Okay,
the shadows
I'm
on
gonna
flowers
change out.
don't match up well, I rotate the flower. Yeah, that's all I do. If something doesn't match, I rotate the item and make it look better.
I think I'm gonna switch out this boo to this instead of the this is awful, if I can find where I put it.
Find
Okay,
where you put
there we
what?
go. The one that said this is awful.
Ah,
And then I'm gonna use boo to this instead.
so you can't do that on flares that have words though. But you know what you can do? Just not use that flare.
Sorry, I don't know why
sometimes.
that's cracking me up. I'm just not going to use that. It's not fitting in with my shadow styles. And
I have totally done that though. I'm like, nope, it doesn't look right. Shoop, and just throw it out and pull something else in.
oops, there we go.
And that's true too. See, Rachel just ignores it. She knows she's the only one who'll ever notice. And that's true. I have never had anybody in my family be like, oh, your shadowing styles look funny.
Okay. These are the word strips that I have available that I'm thinking about putting on. Blech, blech, you know, B-L-E-C-H, blech. Horrible, lean into the chaos. Everything sucks, or everything is terrible. I don't know.
Angela, I like how the clock's tucked in there too. It does look fun. I like how it adds that circular shape because there's so many rectangle shapes and squares on here.
Well, I've put down here this little be early because I want to talk a little bit about how the grocery stores opened up early for the elderly in our area.
Ooh.
So there was like for my mom who has really her immune system is shot as well, and but she was able to go in early to shop before anyone else got in there, so everything was clean and wiped down and made her feel more secure.
So Kayla votes to add everything, and Jen says there's not one that says where is everything?
No, but I can make one.
So I want to know, Sarah, what do you mean by you wish designers would give multiple options on word art? I'm curious what you mean by that, because I was like trying to think, what do you mean by multiple options besides spelling?
Like in this kit, she has black font on white, and then she has white font on black.
Oh.
Maybe that's what she means.
That would make total sense. Different colors would be nice. Shadows are at 45 and an option at 120. Gotcha.
Okay.
I apparently have never noticed word art shadows. I need to pay more attention. Renee says she could go early because of her age. She was never up in time though. My mother-in-law said the exact same thing. She's like, yeah, supposedly I can go early to the grocery stores. I haven't gotten up to check.
You're like, what?
Like, I love it. And I thought that was kind of funny that, you know.
Okay. I may use that font, but I may.
Oh, open your can of worms away. It's fun. I hadn't even really thought about which way to do it. Jen convinced her mom to do the early hours, and she was crabby the one time she went.
She's like, no. Okay.
See, and that's funny. Renee, you said she would go before 10 a.m. and it was usually older people are empty and doesn't go on weekends. I actually found if I waited until about 7:30, it was quiet and not a lot of people there. Ooh, I hadn't thought of that, Angela. She says occasionally she can't use word art as it's spelt differently, which I know that part with the use and the not use, but or the words mean something different in the UK than in the US. That's an interesting thought process. I hadn't thought of that some of them might mean something different. Angela's husband shops late in the evening when it's quiet. Amanda likes the pickup option. I like the pickup option, but I am so dang picky about produce. And so far, I don't like the way any of them do produce, so I just go in. Adults would take their whole family. That is crazy, Renee. It's so weird how it was so different depending on where you were. Ooh, Kim says their produce pickup is fine.
I like the produce at Publix, but so we get meat and dairy and vegetables and fruit there. Okay, I need a question mark.
Megan says she misses Publix. I've never shopped there.
Oh, it's lovely.
Amanda's crew picks well. She doesn't have any trouble with it. See, I let them do it once when we first started, and the produce I got was so bad, I complained. Because I was like, no, this is horrid. I can't eat. I think there was like one item we could eat. Like the apples were bruised and stuff. And I was like, no, this is not acceptable. So I haven't done it since because I'm just like, nope. You know, Kayla, you have Winco though, and that's really close to Aldi, just more selection. I miss Winco. I have an Aldi now, but I still miss Winco. I've thought about giving grocery pickup another chance, but I kind of enjoy grocery shopping. I do not have a Myers. It's about 45 minutes away. I have a Walmart, an Aldi, a Kroger, and a Kroger offshoot called JC's. And
I remember why I use word art or word strips.
Okay. Because it takes so long
to
put
put in the butt.
Why don't you move more at once? So you know what I do, Cheryl, when I'm doing alphas? I will put down, like for your everything, I would put the E and the G where I want them, and then use the tool at the top that like distributes it.
Yes. Yep. Yes.
And then if I want to move them up and down a little bit, it's easier to do, but at least that way it does most of the work for me. She's going to show you, Bethany. Watch what she does. She's kind of just slapping them in there. See, you could even do it from this point. Just put the W where you want it and the E where you want it, and it should do it.
Yeah. Okay. So
select. Yeah.
Let's have the S way down here, so hopefully it'll show up better.
Okay.
All right, so
then she selects them.
I shift click on the layer and select where is, because I want that all to be together. And you need to make sure that you're on the move tool. And when you look up here at the top, you have the ability to align. And so we're going to align it to the top edges.
Oh, you grabbed an extra I.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll pull that down there. It did the wrong eye because I had the eye in the wrong place.
Yep, that happens.
Okay, now let's try that again. Yep, there they go. And then now I can choose everything and the question mark and do the same thing.
Do you know what I meant by the distribute tool though? I agree, Rachel, sometimes it does give you wonky results,
Yeah,
but overall I find it does a good enough job that then all I have to do is kind of shift it.
yeah.
So,
Like this is not going to do a whole lot more. But
it will kind of space them out evenly.
Especially if you have shapes.
Yes.
Like, okay, I'm going to call this done, but I need to, I don't know. I think I'm going to put paint behind that. I'm not sure, but I'm going to go ahead and save this. But we'll talk about.
You know what, Megan? There's a whole bunch of tools right in that section that let you move things around. And yeah, Rachel, sometimes it ends up wonky, but it does the whole getting it mostly there. And then I just find that it takes me less time to just fix the little bits that I wanted.
Okay, so let's just say you have a bunch of circles. And you can distribute them so it puts the space in between them. So then you, like, for this, I would then merge these all together, and then you could, you know, cut it off like this. Why is it not doing it right? Oh, I didn't rasterize it. Jeez, Lord.
That dang rasterizing.
Rasterize. Like if you want to have like scallops, then you could just use your rectangular marquee tool, and once you've made the selection, press Control J, and it'll make your little scallops. So then you can put that down on the bottom or the top, whatever.
Renee uses the align tool a lot with alphas and journaling that's in multiple text boxes.
Yeah.
It is a great trick.
Say you had a bunch of scallops.
Yeah, PSC has the tool at the bottom, but PSCC has it at the top.
Yeah.
That's what I thought when you said yours was at the bottom, Megan. I was like, yeah, I bet you're in PSC because it is at the bottom for that one.
And then let's align the left side. So then you have a whole row, and maybe we want to transform it so we flip it all vertically. So there you go.
If you've never played with it, put a couple circles down and play with all of those little tools right there and see what they do, because they all do something slightly different. And they can make it really easy to do some of that alignment and stuff, especially if you're playing with alphas and such.
And then to make it even more fun, I like to separate the shadow.
I like how you call separating shadows fun. Sometimes I don't think your idea of fun is my idea of fun. You're really good at it, Cheryl. It just takes me a lot longer to do. That's why I'm always like, how do you do it so great?
All right, so I don't know, it just gives it a little extra oomph. It
totally does. It looks
does
awesome.
add something to the page. So that's really cool. Was there any other little tip or trick? Because I don't have time to do another layout, but I have probably another 5 minutes before we need to give out our coupon. So if anybody has any questions.
I like separating shadows and making them custom. I just don't like taking the time to do it. And because I don't do it often enough, I haven't gotten fast like Cheryl at doing it. So it takes me too long. It's a never ending cycle.
So I'm going to save that as a template in progress. Maybe that'll be a freebie next month.
Did you have pre-11, Megan, before you upgraded to 19? Because I know that 10, like when they brought out 11, it was way different from all the ones before. And then 11 to when they switched over to the year naming, 2019, have all been more similar. Yeah, pre you had something that was 10 or less. Yep. Because I actually had 10 or less to start for like a month, and then they came out with 11, and all the digi scrappers were raving about it. So I was like, okay, I'll try 11. And that, so yeah, it is quite a bit different. But yes, there's a lot of people in the forum who know how to work it. I hadn't worked with it pre-10 or 10 and below for so long because it was so little that I touched it that I didn't have too much issues moving over. But a lot of people in the forum have PSE 11 or later and can totally help with some questions.
Yeah. Mike, I need...
Olivia says you've converted her. What have you converted her to? CC or custom shadows? Custom shadows.
Shadows. Because, well, how many layouts have you made this year?
I heard her.
It was like 70 something, right? Yeah.
Did anybody else hear her go, huh?
Yeah, she went, like, I don't know. You can speak.
Plus, that's crazy.
She's like, I don't want to be on your live.
I'm not counting, Angela says.
Yes. Like 70 this year, right? But it's over that. Yes, she doesn't post them all online, though. But, you know, she's in her room, which is like, basically is like it's an experiment in tiny living because she has a bedroom and she has her work area and then she has her crafting area with her silhouette and everything. And she just got a new cabinet which has all her planning supplies and everything in it. She's like super organized and she's in there like creating like that. I'm like, you're making more layouts than I am. So, but of course, I was delighted because, you know, when she was in university, she was busy and, you know, she was creating all the time. And like most designers, it's hard to, you know, when you're creating, it's hard to make layouts sometimes. You run out of mojo or ideas, whatever. So it's been, what, 2014? No, 18. 14? Was 2014 was the last time we really scrapped together, right? Yes, okay.
Huh. She made me look.
What?
I have not done as many as her, though.
How many have you done?
How many layouts I've done? I've done 63 layouts, plus I've done 13 weeks the double page project life. So,
oh, very
not
good.
So shabby. She just made me kiss. I'm like, how am I doing compared to that?
Yeah, I'm not doing well at all.
Renee's done more. Ooh, Renee must get a lot of scrapping in.
Now, if you count my templates as layouts, which you should, then I've done a lot. Let's see.
I like Kim. Kim says, Cheryl, you've been taking care of yourself.
Yes, trying to anyway.
Renee's been doing easy scrapping. Rachel, I started the month off doing the month of challenges that we do at the Lily Pad, and that was 31 layouts. Plus, I was doing other stuff, so it just kind of, I kept going through February trying to do a layout a day. So I've actually gotten slower at what I was doing, but I find the more often I scrap, the better I do at going faster, because I just kind of make decisions and go.
Yeah.
Kayla's done 95 layouts this year. Wow.
Wow. Yeah, I've so far posted 25 to my blog, and I probably have, oh, let's see, I know I have a bunch that I still need to post. I have 30 that I need to post. And then I have, ooh, 15 on top of that. So 45 and 20. Okay, yeah, I'm good. Not too bad. Not too bad.
I think we've done more than we thought, you know? But, oh, Marilyn's done she stopped counting at 225.
You
That's
sound like me,
crazy.
Marilyn, when I was at my heyday of being on creative teams. It was nuts. How many was I on at one time, Olivia? Do you remember? I don't know. It was something like 20 or something, 15 to 20. Yeah, I was like scrapping all the time. It's like a little machine. Chicking, chicking, chicking.
That's crazy.
Right? It was
Yeah.
crazy. But at the time, it was just like, it was so new and so fun. And I was just, and I'm still that way, honestly, when I get a kid. I am just like, where's my pictures? I want to play with that.
Yeah.
I get really happy and excited about that. But
Yeah.
especially as I started designing templates, I had to let those obligations go. So, but I still create. I'm still on design teams. So that's fun. All right, I need to stop this recording
Yes.
so that we can give out the special coupon prize.
Yes.
Happiness. Okay. Thank you for joining, and I'll see you Monday.
Yes.
And that's going to be a
1 p.m.,
daytime.
10 a.m. 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific.
Yep. So let me turn off this recording.